Isn't it utter hypocrisy for a government that's granted new licences for oil and gas exploration in the North Sea, licences that were against the advice of the International Energy Agency, the UN Secretary-General, scientists, even Conservative MPs and Lords? Isn't it hypocrisy for you to then sit here and say that you care about net zero and low-carbon projects?
No, because if you care about getting to net zero, as we do, and we're legally committed to getting there, then you have to have a plan to get there. Unless you're going to tell people watching your program, please don't switch on your gas boilers this winter. Please don't drive your petrol car if you haven't switched over to electric yet. Unless you're going to tell people that, then you're going to actually have to import the difference between what we make ourselves or dig ourselves out of the North Sea and the gas and oil that we need. And as soon as you do that, but you're in danger of importing.
What we use comes from the North Sea, so it's disingenuous to say that without this drilling that we're not going to have any gas or oil in the UK, isn't it?
No, of course, we'll import the difference. So this is exactly the point I'm making. We'll import the difference. And when you do that, be aware that our principal way of making up the gap is through liquid natural gas, LNG, and it contains 4 times the amount of carbon as the gas that we can actually bring into this country ourselves from our own resources. So not only would it mean that we are at the behest of foreign nations, not only would it mean that 200,000 people who work in the oil and gas industry's jobs will gradually be put at risk, not only would it mean we wouldn't get billions of pounds of taxation from those oil and gas companies, worst of all, it would also mean we would quadruple the amount of CO2 coming into the country. It would be a mad policy not to grant these oil and gas licenses. We're doing it because it gives us energy security, British energy made here in the UK, and because it actually decreases, not increases, the amount of carbon.